Live from my mother's basement, here's Johnny. Whee! Thanks for coming back. This is going to be another video. This is going to be something new. I said for, one of my resolutions for 2012 is that I want to be more positive. And after, really tearing apart Raw from last night, I decided that I should come on here and I should say something a little bit uplifting, and I should do a video where, I really showcase my own positive qualities and talk about maybe the positive qualities in others that I admire. So, in what is going to be a relatively long list of fellow YouTube shooters in the community here in the YWC, I decided I was going to go ahead and first make a video about one of my fellow shooters that I have a lot in common with, and somebody that I do a lot of audios and different other things have a lot of commentary with, and that is none other than Dustin, Dreamboy899. And so I guess you could call this a little bit of ass kissing, a little bit of plugging, but more more than any of that, it's just good exposure and good karma, good vibes, and my honest opinion about the guy. So without any further hesitation, I guess we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. Now, I don't have any notes or anything prepared. I'm just going to go right from the heart on this one. I believe that Dustin Herendeen, aka Dreamboy899, was one of the very few people that would actually give me the time of day when I first started leaving video comments, and and when I started doing my own reviews and making my own videos back, Night of Champions was the first night I actually released a video, 2011. I don't remember the exact date. I don't give a shit either. I know it was Night of Champions. Dreamboy was one of the first guys that really commented back or left me feedback or was somebody that I was just talking with. Over the last few months, he and I have really seen eye to eye on a lot of different things here in wrestling, and we tend to like a lot of the same kind of things. We really miss the glory days of old when it comes to wrestling. And it's not to say that we really feel that the old days are the best and that nothing could ever beat that. It's just that, he and I are very nostalgic people. And I respect that about him, is the fact that he knows a little bit of wrestling history, and he's not afraid to, use that to help with insight and to help with making comparisons. One thing that Dreamboy probably gets a lot of flack for is that he's not afraid to speak his mind. So when he believes that something sucks balls, generally it's when the rest of us really think that it sucks balls, but if he's convinced, he just says it, and he says that he's sorry when he says it. He doesn't even have to say that, this is a guy that's really passionate about the wrestling business. He's passionate about the videos that he does. He's passionate about sharing his fucking opinion out there with complete strangers, and I commend him for that. It takes a lot of bravery. When I first saw him and his, not so majestic web camera, kind of like the one I'm using right now, I thought to myself, this video might not be all that good, but the guy had so much quality, heartfelt shit to say that I couldn't disagree with him, and that's really what led me and Dustin to, have this friendship, which was founded in the YWC of all places, over YouTube, which is kind of weird. But the guy, not only can he, hold a conversation, make good points, but he's energetic about it, If he's really ramped up about something, you can hear it in his voice. He doesn't shy away. He doesn't hesitate doing stuff. He'll just jump right in and fire back with you. He doesn't have to take 4 hours to think about something or get back to you or, go look shit up on the internet to prove whether he's right or not. He'll go to battle, and I like that. Pardon here. with the whole Jericho debut, like, he and I were really a couple of the first people that were really saying, like, this should have been better, and, you know, we were let down by it, and we were a couple of the first people to say that, you know, for everybody else out there, like, it's part of the bigger picture. We were a couple of the ones that said, you know, the bigger picture should really be a bigger picture and not just this terrible idea for a, you know, a promo that went way too long and really said nothing. Um, and as we got another version of this on last night's Raw, you know, like, I'm very positive that he stands behind that point that we made. Like, it was just really weak. It was really not well done. And this really, not saying anything again, taking up, you know, 6-7 minutes worth of airtime to do this it was hot garbage. Like, they really could have done something else. Like, um, you know, we really agree on that. And, you know, Dream Boy is a guy that stands by his convictions. So, who's calling me? Oh, man. Alright, so, here's the thing, like, with Dream Boy, he's really easy to talk to. He's not very confrontational. You know, he likes to joke around. He's got a very good sense of humor on him. Like, you ever have one of those guys that you really can't say a bad thing about? You know, to me, he's one of them. And, you know, like, in the short time that I've known him, he's always been very generous. You know, he was plugging me from the start, and that was really cool because nobody really ever did, like, for a while. I remember it took until about Thanksgiving to really start getting any notice at all. And, you know, I have my favorites that I watch, and I have a couple of people that have taken notice, and they've plugged me as well. And, you know, Mr. Rout's really been one of them. The Off the Rope Show guys, you know, they've plugged me on their channel. Dream Boy's been probably my best, biggest, you know, plugger. Every time we do an audio, he's telling people to check me out, which is cool. You know, he doesn't have a problem sharing the spotlight, which a lot of these other shooters seem to do. You know, like, I've had Nature Girl and the British Fist and the Black Rose 1991, James, and I even Adam Swift, the Swift Hit, I've had on Skype, you know, and we've talked and everything, but there isn't really, like, that natural, just deep-rooted kind of, wow, we really, like, instant click, like Dream Boy and I had, and that was really cool. You know, like, he's just a really good-hearted guy. You know, he really wants to see the wrestling business improve, even if he's making videos that sound a little bit bitchy at times. And, I mean, I'm guilty of the same thing, but, you know, I've been a fan of 24 years, and when I see horse shit being thrown in my face, you know, I'm not one to shy about calling him out on it and saying, hey, can we not throw this at my head right now? Like, I just took a shower, and, you know, that happens like once a month here in the basement, so, you know. Dream Boy has a very good sense of what makes a good match. Dream Boy knows, you know, historically what's been a good match, and he's got a lot of good basis and you know, depth of knowledge to compare it to. Um, and, you know, Dream Boy is a supporter of, you know, new talent getting a good rub. He also understands that older veterans should be used in a position like that to get new stars over. It shouldn't always be new stars fighting against the new stars in order to separate, you know, who's who in the herd. But at the same time, Dustin is from the same league of older fans like me that think that just because a veteran is in a program with a younger guy doesn't mean that the younger guy always has to go over. And also, like me, Dustin is a big supporter of the heel, which, you know, without that really heat-drawing bad guy, there would be no wrestling. There would be no wrestling match. There would be no drama, no presentation, no story to tell in the ring. And for that, you know, I really respect him. You know, those are just a few qualities that I like in Dreamboy899. More videos will be coming out soon. this was just the natural first one. I plan to do these about other people that I've mentioned before, like the Nature Girl 30, James, Black Rose 1991, Mr. Roud, other members of the Off the Rope Show even, and other people that I am subscribed to. I don't have your names right in front of me right now, but I will make these videos about you in the near future, and I look forward to sharing more of my opinions. So until next time, peace.